In the dead of night on October 25, 1944, the sea south of Leyte Gulf was a pitch-black canvas of dread. Aboard the USS Johnston, Lieutenant Commander Ernest Evans knew his small destroyer was sailing into the jaws of a behemoth. The Japanese center force, a formidable fleet led by the super battleship Yamato, was bearing down on their position. The American escort carriers they were protecting were perilously outmatched, their thin hulls no match for the enemy's massive guns. Taffy 3, their small task unit, was all that stood between the Japanese fleet and General MacArthur's vulnerable landing forces. As dawn broke, the unthinkable happened. Shells, dyed with vibrant colors to help Japanese gunners spot their shots, began raining down around the American ships. The Japanese had found them. Panic could have set in. They were outgunned, outnumbered, and caught by surprise. But on the bridge of the USS Johnston, Ernest Evans made a decision that would echo through naval history. He didn't wait for orders. He turned his ship headlong into the enemy. "Commence firing," he ordered. "Draw their fire to us." The Johnston, a tiny David against a fleet of Goliaths, charged. The destroyer weaved through the water, its 5-inch guns spitting defiance. They were so close, the Japanese cruisers couldn't depress their main guns low enough to hit them. The Johnston unleashed a spread of 10 torpedoes, and a massive explosion ripped through the heavy cruiser Kumano, blowing her bow clean off. But this bravery came at a cost. 3 massive 18-inch shells from the Yamato, the largest naval guns ever made, tore through the Johnston. The bridge was obliterated. Evans, grievously wounded, his shirt torn from his body, was found on the fantail, steering the crippled ship with his bare hands on the rudder controls. He refused to give up the ship. For nearly 3 hours, the battle raged. The rest of Taffy 3, inspired by the Johnston's charge, joined the fray. Destroyers laid smoke screens, dodging shells while launching their own desperate torpedo attacks. Pilots from the escort carriers, many armed with nothing but machine guns, flew sortie after sortie, strafing the decks of Japanese warships, harassing them and buying precious time. They flew until they were out of fuel and ammunition. Some even making dry runs to fake an attack, anything to disrupt the enemy's advance. The Johnston, a floating wreck, continued to fight. Its engines were failing, its guns were being knocked out one by one, but its spirit was unbroken. Evans, now commanding from the rear of the ship, saw the escort carrier Gambier Bay taking heavy fire. Without hesitation, he ordered the Johnston to attack the cruisers firing on her, creating a diversion. It was a suicidal move, but it was the only move they had. The Johnston became the sole focus of a Japanese destroyer squadron. Surrounded and overwhelmed, the ship was torn apart by a relentless barrage of shells. At 10:10 a.m., with the ship dead in the water and listing heavily, the order was finally given to abandon ship, as the survivors clung to debris in the water. A passing Japanese destroyer captain, moved by the incredible bravery he had just witnessed, stood on his bridge and saluted the sinking USS Johnston. Of the 327 men aboard, only 141 survived. Ernest Evans was not among them. He was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his incredible valor. This wasn't just the story of one ship. This was the Battle of Samar, one of the most lopsided and heroic naval actions in history. A small group of destroyers and escort carriers, through sheer audacity and sacrifice, turned back the most powerful surface fleet Japan had ever assembled. They fired first, and Taffy 3, against all odds, closed the fight. They saved the landing forces at Leyte Gulf and changed the course of the war in the Pacific. Their story is a powerful testament to the idea that courage isn't the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please like this video and subscribe for more tales of incredible history.